welcome to another episode of Will It Work? I'm Kevin. Today we're looking at Gameroom Tele-Pong by Entex. This is an interesting one for sure. Yet another Pong system. 4-player. We've seen 4-player before. This is the first one we've looked at, though, where 4-player with no detachable controllers. So this is really kind of odd. Like, you would have to have 4 people sitting in front of this thing, you know, everybody reaching and touching the main unit while you're trying to play. You have the score being kept here on the unit itself. So I guess the game does not keep score. I've mentioned that in the past, that there are, at least the Odyssey, when that came out in 1972, did not keep score. And you had to do it, by hand. This is the first console we've looked at so far that does not keep score. I'm not sure that's going to be the only one, but there you go. This one is probably pretty old, just because of the way it's set up. It's not keeping score, but it does have 4-player. Or maybe there's a left, right, and up, down. And I say that because that would make a little bit more sense. And pretty sure, although I've never tried the Odyssey, due to the way a lot of its games are designed, it seems to me that it probably has that kind of thing where you could move left and right and up and down. And you might be like, oh, how's that going to work with Pong? We're probably going to take a look at this, and if it works, we're going to find out. So there you go. We also have some switches here that, since I don't have my glasses on, I'll have to look closer. Okay, so that's power. Yeah. Yep, I'm right about this. So this is left, right, and this is up and down, or down and up. And we have a game switch of some sort. Game 3. What does that say? Game. Sorry, folks, I didn't wear my glasses. I think that might be what channel it's on. We have a speed button here, which is it's actually a dial. So you can you can speed it up by turning it up. That's interesting. And not only that, you have vertical hold and horizontal hold to control the television's vertical and horizontal hold. Really unusual. And that's not the only unusual thing about it. I will show you. It does take standard 4 batteries, which is the 6-volt C cell batteries, which is good. But what's interesting is that it doesn't have the standard RF cable, like the wire that goes to the switch box. In fact, I'm not sure it came with a switch box. What it has are alligator clips. Rah, 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 I'm an alligator. Rah, rah, rah. And I think you would put this behind the TV and you would connect these to the screws that were on the back of the TV, because this is how they figured they would do it. Rather than giving you a switch box at that point, switch boxes probably just didn't exist. Nobody thought about it, It is made in Japan, and serial number 20320. Did they really make 20,000 of these? Probably not. This is probably number 320 for all I know. But whatever, what are you going to do? So, it's pretty clean, but it's really old. And I'm not necessarily expecting it to work. But because it's so clean, maybe we'll get lucky. I'm going to go ahead and put in some batteries, and then I will switch us over to the video side. If I cannot get video out, then we will come back here and we'll talk a little bit more about it and put it on the dead console list. Hopefully it works. And so we'll try it out. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so got it working through the VCR. It's not a super clean picture, but I'm impressed it's working. Let's mess around a little bit here with the vertical and the horizontal hold. Let's see if we can get this to move over. So that's about as far as I can get it to move to the right. And the vertical hold. You can kind of see that line coming up. Move that down. Really interesting. Let's see if we move this all the way over to the left. What happens? Okay. All the way to the right. Okay, and then let's see. There's my paddle. Just got some drift. See if I can get the other one to come up. You know, we may not even be able to see the other one because the TV is too far over to the left. Well, I'll tell you that this seems to be almost had something there. This seems to be one of the earliest systems, and I would say it's probably not even using a microchip. Can't say that for sure, but it seems like that's the case. It seems like it's doing some kind of, you know, straight up, you know, electronics type of thing, diodes and such, capacitors and all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, and it's turn the speed up. Put the thing way over there. Hey, I'm way over here. It's kind of like you're saying, like, I'm going to be there, and then I'm going to move up and down. The controls are just terrible at this point. And the left player you can't even see, basically. It's kind of a bummer. And you're seeing that block going up and down like that on the right. I'm not even controlling that. Like, I am not making it go up and down. It's going up and down on its own. It could be like a computer player, and I'm sort of positioning it, and it's kind of waiting for me to hit the ball back, but I can't because I just don't have. I can kind of see some lines there where my guy should be, but yeah, I just don't have the ability to see my guy. Anyway, this just needs a tune-up, more or less, but I think it works, and it probably just, you know, it's extremely old, and it just needs somebody to open it up and clean it up and probably recap it or whatever's in here, make some changes to the hardware, but in the unit itself is functional, which is really surprising. You know, even if this did come out when other Pongs came out around, like the Odyssey came out in '72, but it seems like you know, a lot of the Pong systems more or less came out in around '76. I don't know why that is. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research and see if if Odyssey really did come out in '72, or, you know, what was the holdup there in terms of like 1972 to '76. You know, it's a pretty long gap there. You know, you got 4 more years, and I have seen maybe some stuff. It was like 75, but I'm really not seeing too many things that were like 73, 74, etc. So something's not right. Something's not gelling. Something's not gelling, Magellan. So, you know, maybe the Odyssey came out later than I was originally told. So I'll do a little research on that. But Gameroom Tele-Pong by Entex. I mean, obviously, this is early days. No score, no sound. Basically, you know, it's a white ball that you bang back and forth and you keep score on your own. It's pretty crazy. You know, it doesn't even have a switch box. Just has alligator clips. It's really old school. But, you know, it's a novelty piece of history, video game history. This is like the beginning right here you're seeing, like the really earliest stuff. It's fascinating. All right. Thanks for watching.